Hello, good morning. Welcome. Today is February 1, 2026. My name is Viola, and this is Viola Ignites Live. For the next 28 days, all the days in February of 2026, I'm going to be going live every single morning with one spark, one truth, and one action for you. And the whole goal of this is to help you stop circling your goals and start living like your life has weight, because it does. So this is going to be 28 sparks to catch fire, 28 sparks to ignite you. Because here's what I know. This is what I know about all of us. You know what you should be doing. You've read the books, you've listened to the podcasts, you've outlined the plans, you've prayed, you've fasted, but you still are not moving. And this is a season to move. All right. And so my goal is that these sparks would ignite you into action, into execution. Because that gap between what you know and what you're doing is costing you your one life. This life that we have, our one life, is precious, it's weighty, and we have to live like it. I'm an igniter. That's how I describe myself. And I run an execution program for women who are ready to move, women who are builders and are just ready to move. Because I've learned that most people don't need more inspiration. They need confrontation with the truth. They need someone to call out the excuses, name the fear, light a fire under the truth that they already know. And that's what these 28 sparks are. They're biblical truth that meets Stoic philosophy, that meets research-backed execution. Every morning, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, no fluff, just ignition. And this is a fair warning to everyone. I'm really not here to make you feel comfortable. I'm not here to be soft, to be gentle, to cuddle you. I'm here to make you move. And if you want soft, cuddle, gentle, there's so many channels for that. But if you want truth that's going to ignite you, I think you're in the right place. And I'm so excited to welcome you in. I'm so excited to be part of your journey, to ignite you into motion. So this is Viola Ignites, and this is day 1 of 28. Let's go. Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm pumped. So let's go. So good morning. Today is Sunday, February 1st. And like I mentioned, for the next 28 days, we are catching fire together. And as I prepared for this, I wanted us to just spend this next week just digging deep into the parable of the talents. Matthew 25, you know the story. But I don't know if you know the story and you've allowed that story to really mess with you, to wreck you, to ignite you. Because I think if you really understand what Jesus is saying in Matthew 25 and starting in verse 15, you will not be circling the same goals that you were circling 6 months ago, 6 years ago. But let's start in the beginning. Matthew 25, verse 14, it says that the kingdom of heaven is like a man traveling to a far country, who called his servants and delivered his goods to them. And to one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to each according to his ability, and immediately he went on a journey. All right. There's a translation that I like, that I want to use. What I just read to you is the New King James Version, and that's the version of my paper Bible. But I want to read another translation to you just to center what we're doing today. So Matthew 25:14, it says that it's like a man who was going on a journey, who called his servants and entrusted to them his property. He called his servants and he entrusted to them his property. And that's the word I want us to focus on, the word entrusted. You know, I don't know if you know it, but you didn't ask for what you've been given. You know, your gifts, you kind of come with them. You come wrapped in your gifts. Your time, your calling, your specific abilities, your peculiar opportunities, your resources, you don't really choose them. They're entrusted to you. And that's what I just want you to think about. Entrusted. The master entrusted to his servants these talents. So here's what that word means. It means that it's not yours to keep. It's yours to steward. It's not yours to keep. The master in the parable doesn't say, this is some money, okay? Do what you want to do with it. He says, I'm entrusting this to you. I'm leaving. I'm going on a journey. And when I come back, I'm going to ask you what you did with what I entrusted you with. That's the part I don't want you to skip over. That's the part that we skip over, right? We treat our lives like they're ours, like the gifts we have are optional, like we can sit on them, we can protect them, we can we can keep them safe until we're ready. You're not supposed to feel ready. You're not supposed to feel ready. The master didn't call the servants and say, like, do you feel ready? I'm about to give you a gift. Are you ready for this gift? He didn't do none of that. He didn't wait for his servants to be ready. He didn't plan his journey with his servants. He didn't say, I'm going to go on a journey. When is it going to be convenient for me to go on this journey? When are you going to be ready for me to entrust you with what I need to entrust you with because I'm about to go on this journey? None of that in the text. He didn't wait for his servants to be ready. He gave them the talents and he left immediately. And the expectation was clear. Do something with what I have given you. Do something with this. Do something with what I have entrusted you with. Not someday, because he doesn't tell them when he's coming back. Not when conditions are perfect, because he doesn't consult them about whether they're ready or not for his trip. Not when you have more clarity, not when you have more time, not when you have more confidence. Now, right? So you've been given talents. And I don't mean it in the everybody is special, God has a special plan for your life kind of thing. I mean it in the biblical sense. In the sense that is weighty, okay? You will give an account kind of sense. You're entrusted, you're a steward. And there's going to be an account rendered. You've been given specific gifts. You've been given these specific gifts in a specific time. It's a specific calling you have. Only you can fulfill. And every day that you're not using them, you're compounding interest on your fear. You're compounding interest on your inertia because you're not obeying what the master has said you should do with it. You know, there's research to support what I'm saying. There's research that supports what I'm saying. There's research that says that we grossly, massively overestimate how much time we have. We think, I can start next month. Look, January 31st, 2026 was yesterday. So 31 days in January have gone by. And that's how much we overestimate how much time we have. We think I'll start next month, I'll start next year, when I'm more prepared, I'll get to it. But this is what the data shows. The cost of your delay is always higher than you think. Every day that you wait, you are not just staying neutral, you are falling behind. You are falling behind. And that 5-talent servant that went ahead and used the resources, he didn't wait until he had 10 talents worth of knowledge. He used what he had. He used what he was entrusted. He started with 5 and he got to work. And so here is the question for you. Here is the spark for the 1st of February 2026. What have you been given? Not in theory, not in some vague spiritual woo-woo type of language. I mean specifically, what are the gifts that God has entrusted to you? What is the time that God has entrusted to you? What is the calling that God has? Do you know what God has entrusted to you? What is the opportunity that you're sitting in front of right now that you keep saying, I will get to eventually? Here's what I want you to do today. You are going to write it down. I mean, all of it. I have been given, write it down. Fill in that blank. Be specific. Be concrete. Maybe it's I've been given a business idea that keeps showing up in my prayers. Maybe it's I've been given 168 hours this week and I've been wasting 40 of them scrolling and thinking about what other people are doing and being distracted. Maybe it's I've been given the ability to write and I haven't written in 6 months. Maybe it's I've been given a voice and I'm not speaking. I've been giving a difficult relationship to steward and I've been avoiding hard conversations. I don't know. I just want to ask you, this being the day one of catching fire, write it down. Don't spiritualize it. Don't make it sound pretty. Write it down. Just tell the truth to yourself about what you've been given and what you're doing with it. What's in your hand? What do you have? What's in your house? And here's the thing. The master, he's coming back. In the story, he's coming back. You know he's coming back. And so when he does, he's not going to ask you how you felt about what he gave you. Nah. He's not going to ask you about whether you liked what he gave you. Nah. He's going to ask you, what did you do with what he gave you? And if your answer is, I kept it safe, I was waiting for the right time, I didn't want to mess it up, I wanted to preserve it, I wanted to keep it clean, that's not going to be the right answer. The master has not given you these talents, your gifts, so that you can protect them, so you can bury them, so you can keep them under the soil, so you can hide them from the light. He's given you your gifts, he's given you your talents so that you can multiply them. You know what the 5-talent servant did? So in Matthew 25:16, it says, he who had received the 5 talents went and traded with them and made 5 talents more at once. Not after he felt ready, not after he prayed, not after he fasted, not after he prayed for a year and prayed for another year and prayed for another, not after he did research. He did it once. I want to say to you, your life has weight. It has consequence. It has an end point. And you're gonna report back to the one who's entrusted you with your gifts about what you did with them. So I just want to say to you, do not treat your life like it's practice. This is it. This is the one life that you've been given. So ask yourself, how am I stewarding what I have been given? Am I burying it? And tomorrow, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the burial. We are going to talk about the burial. So I'll see you tomorrow, same place. Click right here and let's talk about the burial. But that's your spark for today. See you tomorrow.